Welcome to STEMGo, ladies and gentlemen. Hello, wherever you are in the world. This is STEMGo. This is about saving time, energy, and money in your small business. It's the place where we get some great talented guests on this show to talk about, how they do efficiency and productivity in their business and how they help others to do that too. So my special guest here today is Sue Lester. Good morning, Sue. How are you doing?
Oh, fine. Now we're actually on. And apologies for those who actually logged on right on time. Few technical issues, but luckily let it all go.
That's the kind of double-edged sword you get with live. It's exciting, it's fun, it's interesting, but at the same time, you get this panic station of, my goodness, I can't hear anything, I can't hear myself, what's going on? So tell us, Sue, tell people that don't know you, tell us what you do. What's your business?
So basically, I optimize unconscious blueprints and I clear head trash. So that nice combination. So I mostly work with people, especially with women, who are so busy being someone's something. You get caught up in the roles in life, whether it's businesswoman, mother, wife, sister, daughter, someone's boss, someone's slave, all those roles. Yes. That you can get lost and you forget who you actually really are inside. So basically, I help successful people feel successful on the inside too.
Awesome. All sounds very, very good. So you work with ladies mostly, but some gents too.
Yes, a combination. They often send their husbands to me, or some men are self-aware enough that they realise something's going seriously wrong in their personal life. They might be doing really well in business, but things aren't so good at home, so they come in to try and find that balance.
Yes. Okay, so super duper. Hey, we've got some great people already joined us. Lisa Jane, hi, welcome to the show. And we have Mike. We've just been on the show, Mike. It's great to see you on here. It's lovely to see you. We had so much fun on our show just a few moments ago. And Carrie Ann Darling. So you may know some of these people, Sue.
Yes, I do.
Go and have a chat to them afterwards, say hello and all that. So, so tell us a little bit about how you do efficiency and productivity with your business and how you may help people to do that too.
All right. So one of the first things I did for my own business was to write a book.
Stunning.
So The Face Within, How to Change Your Unconscious Blueprint. So that's your DIY head trash clearing kit. So that covers the things we're going to talk about today, but also a lot of the work I do.
Cool.
So some people like to DIY. So that's there.
Awesome.
So the unconscious blueprint, I want to quickly talk about that, and self-talk and time travel. So they're my three quick ones. For 10 minutes.
Interesting.
So your unconscious blueprint is your internal image or images of yourself, and we also have images of other people. And sometimes those images can be considerably younger than your chronological age. So, for example, a woman in her 40s might have an unconscious blueprint of herself as a teenager. So you can imagine if that's your unconscious programming, you're going to show up very differently. Yes, sorry, I've got those ringing ears. So give me little signs if I need to speak up because I can't really hear myself very well.
No, you do.
So those unconscious blueprints, it's internal programming. So, and you imagine going to a networking event, for example, showing up as a 40-year-old is very different to showing up as a 14-year-old.
Mm.
And if you find yourself feeling less than confident than you expect to be, now you're all grown up, or you find yourself intimidated by people, then that's a sign that you might have a disempowering unconscious blueprint, which can be updated quite quickly and quite easily. That runs the show. We also have unconscious blueprints of other people, and that can hold us back because we're intimidated by them, for example. So we spend a lot of time agonizing before we pick up the phone to speak to them. And we spend a lot of time second guessing and wasting time stressing ourselves about this person who is really just a person, just like you and me.
Yeah.
Better, no worse. Might have made more money or be better educated or whatever, but intrinsically, same value. Just a person.
Sure.
It's like same bodily functions as everyone else. So it can really if you've got a disempowering unconscious blueprint, that can really hold us back in our business, personal relationships. Likewise, if you've got someone in to help you, and I certainly come across this in a few cases with clients, but your unconscious blueprint of them is actually quite dismissive. You think of them as less than, and you treat them like someone less than competent. Well, then you're doing a disservice to yourself and to them, because you're not allowing them to step up and help you in the business as they're more than qualified to do.
Sure.
Making sense?
Yeah. Absolutely. Complete sense.
And it also shows up in our health. So if you've always struggled with weight, for example, well, chances are you've got a disempowering unconscious blueprint of yourself as an unhealthy person. So that needs to be changed to make it easier for you to, make those shifts you want in your life. So
are there any easy things that people can do to shift, to change that blueprint for themselves? Is there anything that you can kind of share that is easy, like a self-help tool that people can easily, well, first you've got to identify that, right? Because like you were saying before, you've got to be at a point where you can actually identify that you are being that 14-year-old in that networking meeting rather than that 14-year-old and shying away in the corner somewhere, Yeah.
So chapter 1, I do step by step.
Yeah.
How you can identify it. Chapter 13, I explain a technique, an NLP technique, NLP is neuro-linguistic programming, a technique you can use to shift it. It's not the technique I use one-on-one with clients, because I've got lots of tools I like playing with and I've got my favorites. But absolutely, you can make shifts and changes. And for anyone out there who's NLP trained, I use a submodality shift with my clients.
Okay. So is there anything that you can share right now that would help me? Say I'm a 14-year-old going into that I'm after this show, Stu, I've got a networking meeting. Okay. And imagine I'm a 14-year-old.
Okay.
In my blueprint, but I'm a 47-year-old body. So what am I gonna do to get? What are you gonna help me to get me to that level right now?
Ties in beautifully with the next two. So until you get your hands on a book or book a session with me to shift it, remind yourself that self-talk is self-programming.
Right.
So you can talk yourself into or out of anything. All right. If you tell yourself you hate something, well, then it'll be true. Hate doing your best. Hate going to networking.
Yes.
Right. Really hate it. And so your body feels the hate because it doesn't know you're making up stories. You feel it.
Sure.
So you need to shift that. Now, telling yourself suddenly that you love networking, you love doing your best, well, that's not going to work. Because, the voice will say, liar, liar.
Yes.
So what you do love, though, is the outcome. You love making new connections and getting new business.
Yes.
Because that allows you to have holidays. All right. You love that feeling of satisfaction when you hit that button and sent your bears off and you can go and play guilt-free.
So that's projecting yourself into the future, isn't it? It's taking yourself, imagining yourself in the future, having not necessarily enjoyed yourself at a networking meeting, like you're not even maybe you've just tolerated it a little bit, maybe you've just done something a little bit braver than you did before, but projecting yourself into that future self of how you would like to be. Is that what you're saying? Yeah,
that's the time traveling. So I'll come back to time traveling, but in the meantime, that's self-talk. So program yourself thinking about what you love out of going to the network, the results.
Yes. Just telling yourself, just talking to yourself and saying, I'm going to do this. I'm going to enjoy this. Somewhat.
Even if enjoy, I'll feel great when I've done this. I'll feel better about myself when I've done this. Okay? Because that's important. Because if you feel bad about yourself, well, then things spiral down.
Yes.
If there's words that are real triggers for you, like public speaking, I'm going to have to get up and public speak.
It does, doesn't it? It freaks a lot of people out.
It does. So stop using those words. Stop using them. Just instead of public speaking, just get up and share your message.
Yeah, have a conversation with your audience.
You can help people. Take the pain away. No big deal. That's all. You're just sharing what you can do to help them. Just the same you would with a friend. Yeah. Other words that have big triggers, follow-up calls.
Oh, yeah.
No one likes being followed. It's a bit stalky. So you're just checking in, getting their feedback.
Yeah.
So just ringing to get your feedback, and then it's no pressure either way. If they didn't like your service, didn't like what you provided for them, well, then it's valuable feedback for you. You can do something about it if you know about it.
Mm.
And the other big one is cold calling. And my solution to that is don't do it. It's horrible. I hate being cold called. That really irritates the crap out of me.
Yeah, well, you kind of know what the response is going to be before you've even made the call. You know, nobody invited you to the call, right?
Exactly. And these days with social media, there's no excuse for cold calling because you make connections on social media. LinkedIn, Facebook, get to know people.
Yes.
Invite them to connect with you rather than just interrupt their busy day.
Absolutely. Yeah,
so,
that's a respectful thing to do.
Well, it is respectful. So then just shifting words. So if there's any other words that, have triggers for you, just find a different way of describing them to yourself.
Yeah, that's really, really stunning tips, because we don't realise how powerful certain words that we use have a hold on us, right? And like we were just saying there, just describing some of those words, like I'm going to get up and have to do a public speech. That feels very different to I'm going to have a conversation with a few people, right?
Yeah, I'm just going to share my message.
It feels very different. I'm going to share a message. That's stunning. That's really helpful.
And it's just more efficient. You save more time sharing a message with multiple rather than just one person at a time.
That's right.
And I've done, both networking groups where you get up and share to everyone and ones where you don't. There's not an opportunity. It's just one-on-one. And that's a lot harder work at times because, there's no quick way of finding out who's in the room that you'd like to connect with, either as a potential client, as a potential connection, collaboration, or someone whose services you need.
Yes, so each time you meet each new person, you're having to start from the beginning and say the same spiel over and over and over. That's not efficient. That's not very efficient at all.
No, it's not. So, share your message. Talk to yourself. Another one that fits into that is introvert and extrovert. Some people being told that they're introverts because they're shy and awkward and it's got really negative connotations.
Yes.
Being an introvert, I'm an introvert, okay? Introvert and proud of it. All that means is that I need to be alone when to recharge.
Okay.
I can go out there, I can public speak on a stage to thousands of people, travel all over the world, do all sorts of things, but I need to go home to my little space to recharge.
Sure.
If you're an extrovert, you need people around you to recharge.
Okay.
That's my idea of hell. When I stretch myself too much, I just need to pull back. And just feel alone.
Yes.
It's me. I understand me. So, it's getting rid of the labels that people have put on your forehead when you were little.
Yes.
Maybe once you were shy and someone said, oh, she's shy once, she must be shy all the time. Not true.
Yes. It's kind of thing like your mud sticks, isn't it? It's like once you've got the label, it's how you buy into it and everyone else buys into it, and that's how you get treated over and over and over.
Yeah, exactly. So, but it's up to you to change that label. Take it off. Which brings us to time travel. So before a networking event, for example, if you go out in time and imagine yourself being shy and awkward and standing up and public speaking and stuffing things up and going red and forgetting what you're going to say and just feeling totally humiliated and no one wants to talk to you, well, your body's going to feel all that. And you're not exactly going to walk into that room top of your game, are you? You're not going to be open, friendly, approachable, and relaxed and enjoy yourself just connecting and talking with other women and people in business. Because what you've done, when you go out there, your body doesn't know that your mind's playing games and telling stories. It feels it as if it's real. Okay? So what you need to do is catch yourself. Because the past, present, none of it's real. None of it. It's all up here. Only moment that's real is right here, right now. And right here, right now, you're safe. If you're not, get the hell out of there. It's a general rule. Right here, right now, you're safe. And just remind yourself of that. Breathe. If you're going to go out in the future and imagine scary stories, that's fine. As long as when you come back, you take action to ensure that that scary story doesn't happen, or else if it does, you're well prepared. So, for example, with a networking event, if you've got a thing about standing up and public speaking, well, you prepare yourself to stand up and share your message. Okay, so you have your little elevator pitch, you know, who you are, what you do, how you help people. You have that down organised. You know what you're going to say.
Yeah.
All right. So you have an intention about who you want to meet, an intention of how you want to feel at the end of the event. So you program yourself for success with your self-talk. Okay.
Awesome. Yeah.
And that's when people get tangled up with keeping in contact with clients, because you imagine yourself being rejected when they pick up the phone. And anytime you picture some rejection out there in the future and you come back and you don't do anything about it in the present, there's no way you're going to take action to get yourself closer to that.
And if you're going to imagine something, right, you may as well imagine something positive, because it's not happened yet. What's the point in imagining something negative?
Yeah. And you think of networking events you go to, since we're using that as an example. When you go in, who are you attracted to? Are you attracted to the sour, sad, miserable-looking one? Or are you attracted to someone who smiles at you and says hello? Is this your first time? You know, this is my first time. You know?
Well, everyone at networking meetings, from my experience, they're all very nervous on the inside and try and put on the facade on the outside. And so, you know, everybody's doing the same thing. If you put yourself in that situation, think everybody's probably feeling exactly as I am. It does help you feel a whole lot better.
Yeah, exactly. It's, you know, listening to the bitch or otherwise.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Thanks, Sue. Because, you know, a lot of those things people are not aware of, they don't have the insight about. And if they do have the insight about them, it's like, well, what are they and how do I deal with them? They've been there awfully long time for a lot of people. Like you say, they've been there from the early labels that people stick on us as kids in school. And we kind of wear those labels far too long. And the nice thing is we can do some great self-talk, we can ditch the labels, and we can time travel. I like the idea.
Yeah, time travel for profit and pleasure rather than pain and angst.
Correct. And all those things are small tools, but they all add up to making a massive difference in how much time and energy we put into spending on the negative compared to looking at the positive and the optimistic of how well we can actually change things for the better in our businesses. And also, like you say, it's a magnet. You're going to put out there what you want to get back. And if you put out there, you know, that self-doubt and self-limiting beliefs, and I don't believe in myself, so why is anyone else going to come back your way saying, I believe in you, Karen, because you believe in yourself? No, you're not. It's not going to happen, is it?
Yes. And while we're talking about networking, I hear it sometimes. People will stand up and they'll tell you how nervous they are, and they'll tell you that they've only just started their business, and they give you all the reasons why you would not do business with them.
Yes, that's so true. That is so true. It's like, okay, I think I'll just shift sideways to someone else, because you don't have the kind of self-belief in your own business right now. It is a game. Like we said at the beginning, it's a game that we play. And, you know, you've got two ways of playing it. You can play it really well, or you can lose the game.
And
there's so many
just
ways.
treat it like a game. It's not serious. You know, the more fun you have, the easier it is. Less stress you get, less stress you are, the healthier you stay.
Absolutely. Well, thanks for joining us today, Sue. There's some stunning techniques, ladies and gents, if you've joined us today. We've had a few more people. Hi, Janelle. Lovely to see you. I'm sure Sue will be able to connect with you on the broadcast afterwards and say hi and answer any of your questions that you've got. So, Sue, how can people get hold of you? How do they get hold of that book? Have you sent me some links already that I can put out on the broadcast?
Yes, I've sent you some links.
Cool.
The book's available on Amazon Kindle, but if you want a hard copy personally autographed, and I think it's great for that, you can flick through it and just open up at any page, get what you need. Available from my website, suelester.com. You can also access some daily short de-stress your mind video tips on that website as well. You can come along to the Women's Network event at Chermside on 22nd of August, I think it is. Yes, 22nd of August. I'm one of the guest speakers there. So come in and join us. That's a friendly networking event. It's really easy, really welcoming, warm and friendly.
That's good to hear. Thanks, Sue. Thanks for coming on the show. It's been really, really useful, and good to see you again as always. So take care, have a good day, and see you very, very soon.
Thanks, Karen. Thanks, everyone. Feel free to
Bye.
express me below. Cheers.
Yes. Bye.